Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. It's the 29th of December 2020. Here we're going to look at an album called Absolutely from an old band called Boxer. Before I get into that, the usual opening favour if I may request it, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That would be excellent and most appreciated. Anywho, Boxer. Right, once upon a time I was very, very young. This is what I think it was 1978. I was just getting into proper music, new wave of British heavy metal was on the rise, blah blah blah. And one of the first concerts I ever went to, back then, Sheffield City Hall. There were three bands on the bill: Boxer, Crawler, and Moon. It was called the Heat on the Streets tour, and I think the tickets were £1, maybe £1 or maybe 50p. I can't remember. But anyway, three bands, even for £1 back then, what a bargain, because £1 was a lot of money in 1978. Anyway, I'm joking slightly, I think. So I went along there, not many people around, and on the seats was a promotional 7-inch single of containing one track by each of the three bands. I've still got two of those upstairs, but that's another story, isn't it? Anyway. Back to the concert. Moon, shocker. Moon were terrible, right? Appalling. Next up were Boxer, who I thought were fantastic, as indeed were the follow-on band Crawler. I'll do a separate video on them, probably later today. But Boxer were fantastic. They really were. As soon as the concert was over, I went out and bought Absolutely, played it to death. Over the years, it wore out, as vinyl did, and I thought it was lost forever. But it has been reissued. Was reissued a few years ago with a slightly different cover. This isn't the image you're seeing here isn't the original cover. It's a different one for this. But it's a proper instant classic, properly put together rock music, and it sounds as good now as it did in the late 1970s. Vocalist, the late great Mike Patto, put this version of Boxer together as something of a rebirth of the band. He recruited the phenomenal bass player Tim Bogert. He had a killer guitarist in Adrian Fisher. I mean, what a player he was. And we even had Chris Stainton tinkling the keys and a rock solid drummer, Eddie Tudry. Proper band, proper fantastic musicians, and it's there to listen to on Absolutely. It really is. It bristles with 9 excellent rock songs, all of a diverse style and nature, and sometimes there's a lot of power going on there as well. Patto sings up a storm, as he only could have. What a voice that guy had. The range is there, the power's there, the subtlety's there as well. Top stuff. Bogart's bass lines are kind of unusual and quirky, but really cut in as well. He's really deft and creative. And Adrian Fisher, what can you say about that guy? What a player! What a player! Such a talent, and one of the underrated guitarists of all time for me. Just listen to the lead breaks for in No Reply for it in particular. That's a standout track on the standout of standout songs. We've got a gentle keyboard intro, Patto hitting sublime high notes. It makes you think it's going to be a soppy ballad kind of thing, and then bang, it turns into something else. Swinging, swooping bass, thumping keys, drums. Fisher shreds away all over the place. And what a solo. Brilliant stuff. All the other 8 songs are just as enjoyable. Sometimes it's a bit rocky, sometimes it's a bit funky, sometimes it's a bit jazzy, but it doesn't stop being excellent rock songs, all well delivered. Really does. Check out like Fool in Love, excuse me, Can't Stand What You Do, and Rich Man's Daughter in particular. All showing just how good Boxer could have been under different circumstances, but I believe that egos got involved, a bit of bickering, and certain other rock-related substances may have got the better of them. But it really is, if that's what ended it for Boxer, it's a crying shame. But Absolutely is, forgive me, absolutely testament to what a great band they were. If you want to check out some of the other stuff, look at Below the Belt and Bloodletting. But of the three, Absolutely is by far the best for me. If you'd like to check it out, as always, there is a link in the description underneath to the album on Amazon, and a link back to the blog post website, blog post on the website, Not Having a Good Day, if you'd like to read that. I really would encourage you to check them out, because what a fine band Boxer were. So as were Crawler, who were next on the bill. They blew me away also. So a little bit later today, when I've got my voice back, probably making a bit more sense, I'll put one up on Crawler as well. But in the meantime, do check out Boxer. As always, please subscribe to the channel if you might not have done so already. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.